around for another edition of Young Kings Wrestling, featuring the still Black History Month, right?
Yes, it is.
All the biracial people, we're gonna get y'all the regular, the JDF Memorial Sovereign Soundboard. Because y'all Black History Month is over with. It was over on the 14th. Y'all only celebrate half the month. But for the rest of my Black people, the Ron Simmons Black History Month soundboard.
Oh, I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. And
yes, sir. Welcome
to
the Knuck if you Buckingham Palace. As always, I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby, joined by Young King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name. We here, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Welcome. It is shout out to Las Vegas, because we were on the Get Your Podcast Sweaty Sessions this past week, and I was talking about how it hadn't rained in like 200 some days. Mother Nature said, I bet. It rained like 5 hours later, and it rained the entire day, and it was gloomy. Y'all in Vegas, y'all cannot drive when it rains. That bothers me the most.
That's crazy.
Like, get y'all tires together. Y'all out here on the Vegas don't even sell good tires because they don't need to. They don't need to sell snow tires or nothing like that. They should. Because y'all tires was bad. Like, I was late to work. Like, because of an accident. Tired of y'all, man.
That's crazy.
Get it together. Because it's the same way in like snowy cities when it snows. Y'all don't know how to drive either. Y'all forget how to drive in snow every single year. And that's why I had to move away from the snow.
It's right out here, bro. Every damn day.
So I'm gonna need y'all to learn how to drive in, inclement weather. Y'all can't just be out here knowing how to drive and have skills when it's, this is like, I'm trying to make a sports analogy here, bro. This is like a football player, a quarterback. This is like Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow, he didn't need to use his arms. He just run.
Yeah.
He'd be the best thrower. Like, some people, they don't need to know how to drive in the snow or the rain really like that because they can drive any other time. This is Las Vegas. It don't rain that often. It don't snow really at all. Like, it got to be a rare opportunity for it to snow in Las Vegas. But then somebody take away that running option. You need to throw. Y'all don't know how to do it.
Terrible.
Like Tebow.
Hey,
took away Tebow legs. He didn't know what to do.
That boy had one throw that just put him on the mat for like
a week. It was a week.
Well,
He ran into Bill Belichick defense the next week, and it was over with.
They was talking about it for the longest, but no, it was just grand opening, grand closing at that point.
Hey, that boy ran into Belichick. It was over with. But Belichick, I'm shutting all this shit down. That motherfucker can't throw.
Said, if you don't get that bullshit out of my face.
Hold on, I think I got that too.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
Hey, shout out to football. Speaking of football, I'm gonna keep this real brief, but I would be remiss as a Nebraska Cornhusker fan. RIP to the voice of Nebraska football, the radio commentator Greg Sharp. He's been the voice of Nebraska football since I became a fan in 2007. Passed away after a 10-month battle with pancreatic cancer. So we always say fuck cancer on this show. And it was more fucked up because his daughter's wedding is next weekend. So that was the bullshit.
Damn, man.
I ain't rocking with that. But RIP to him. And we're gonna bounce back over to some wrestling stuff. Michelle McCool. Shout out to Michelle McCool, former Divas champion. I want to say she won the women's title too.
She did.
She did.
She
her
split
and
it.
Cool. Yeah, it was literally split. Lay Cool. She's getting inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame as announced by Paul Triple H Levesque on Get Up ESPN this past week. You know who we want to see
Yeah,
in there with her.
right.
But
Let's act right now.
yeah, listen, I don't
You know
like
what I'm
y'all
saying?
talking about like y'all trying to act like Michelle don't deserve it though,
Yeah, see.
and y'all do that every time. I've only noticed y'all do it with women, particularly who are
Mm-hmm.
announced for the Hall of Fame, Divas era women in particular. Whenever they announce for the Hall of Fame, they just did it with the Bellas not that long ago. Y'all act like they don't deserve it. And I
Exactly.
look at the Bellas, I don't want to say single-handedly because that's just like negating what other women did too around that time. But the Bellas were a huge driving force in bringing in a lot of new fans of women's wrestling around that time.
Hell
You
yeah.
cannot tell me they didn't deserve it. And Michelle McCool, listen, 2008 through when did she leave? Like 11?
Uh, I want to say it was around then,
It's
11,
Googleable.
12. It might have been 12 because I feel like she was around a little bit longer.
She was around for a minute, but let's see. Let's
Yeah,
see when Michelle left the WWE. It's Googleable,
because it
people.
was, it is. We don't say anything on here that's not Googleable.
Nah. So I'm looking. Looks like 2011 Extreme Rules, which was in May. So spring 2011. Extreme
Okay.
Rules. Y'all remember that one? Y'all remember what happened at the end of that? To a permanent
Oh
end.
man.
Uh, so Michelle
That's when
McCool
you
from
kn-
like
that's when you knew like he was the guy because they didn't even have Terry do no shit like that on
yeah.
TV.
They said, get on the mic and say it just like this. No, but Michelle McCool had her last like full-time appearance in 2011. So from like
Mhm.
'08 to 2011, she was the best wrestler on the roster, in
And
my opinion.
she had the hardest job.
Yeah,
That was a period of time nobody was even looking at anything women had to do because we were in the PG era, so we wasn't doing
they
that
called them
shit no
bathroom break
more.
matches. That's why y'all don't respect it.
Exactly.
Y'all didn't watch her matches because y'all called them bathroom break matches, motherfucker.
Exactly. Exactly. Y'all two faced as hell for that. And it's like the most basic reason why she deserves to be in is because if not for what her and other talent that were there during that period of time, what we see today from women is not as impactful because it's like, well, damn, they wasn't doing that 14, 15 years ago. Now it's a regular thing. Women main event, women got the whole spectrum of different matches that they have. They could have their own pay-per-view if they want to. We're still waiting for that again, but
Oh, yeah, we need that one too.
that wasn't happening back then. And she was right there, smack in the middle of it. So y'all got to show love where it's due.
And her theme song slapped too.
It did.
So like the fact I get to hear that, and I may, if I decide to buy tickets to SmackDown, I may hear it in person. And I don't think
Hey,
I've
there
ever
you go.
heard Michelle's music in person either. WWE went on a drought of shows in my hometown. So they had like two shows from like '07 to 2012. And I didn't go to
Mm-hmm.
those two shows. So like I didn't even get to hear Michelle McCool theme song. That shit slapped. Her song slapped. Jillian Hall shit slapped too.
Hey, low key, that was Tori's first though. I ain't gonna.
Was it?
It was
I could picture Tori with it too.
because Tori switched hers in like '05 or going like '05 or '06.
And they
She
gave it
had
back.
that, and then it went to Michelle.
Oh shit. That's what happened with Randy.
Yeah,
Randy had CM Punk first music for like a week.
it
He said,
was
I
the
don't like this
weirdest
shit.
thing because it was a live taping because I remember that was on a Tuesday, and I'm like, who? What the hell? What are they doing here? He looked confused when he came out too.
Say, nah, change this back, Playboy.
Yeah,
Who inducted
man.
Michelle into the hall?
Ooh,
Got
I
to take
mean,
her, right?
I would say that, but why not Layla? Truthfully,
But like, I'm looking like, do people remember Layla?
they should. Shit,
I know they should, but like,
like
they haven't done anything to even bring up Layla at all. I don't like, yeah, and maybe that's more so on Layla because like she was kind of off the grid for a minute. Now I see her like on social and like making
yeah.
interviews and stuff. So
If
it's
it
either Layla or Taker.
if it's not Layla,
Shit, it might be
take it take
Molly.
it take us the obvious answer. But if it's not Layla, it should be like Mickey or somebody.
Oh yeah, I could see Mickey too. Mickey or Molly or like somebody like that.
Hey, might be a hot take, but Layla was the best thing that happened out of the Diva Search era.
I was a huge Layla fan
Me too.
when they first announced the Diva Search competitors, which like y'all forget Michelle came from the Diva Search too. I think she was in the first one.
She was. Yep.
So like Lay Cool came from the Diva Search too. But I remember I
It's
seen
crazy.
Layla and I was like, this is the only black girl that is in
Right.
this thing. I know who I'm rooting for because I need some more black women on WWE. Like I think Jazz
Mm-hmm.
had just left around that time, so we didn't really have anybody. Like Jackie was doing whatever. Jackie wasn't even on TV. They brought Jackie up every now and again
Right.
to do something. So like we needed more black women. And then I found out she
Crystal
was a
was in it though.
dancer. Oh, Crystal was too. So Crystal and
Yeah.
Layla came around the same time. But
Woo, man.
let's hold on.
That,
Crystal and Layla.
that was,
It feels so good.
Yes, sir.
that was
But
a time, boy.
I found out Layla was like a dancer with the heat.
Right.
And I was just like, so she got a ring, is what we saying. Because she was on the dancing team, the championship team in
Yeah. With
06.
Shaq and Wade.
And I hated Miami back then. So I was just like, damn. She used to dance for them for real. I don't even know. I don't even know about her winning this Diva Search now. But nah, I was still with it. So we need Layla in the hall too, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
She as accomplished as Michelle McCool. They were both co-champion. It's in the record
Mm-hmm.
books. She was the last women's champion, I think, too.
I think so.
That's Googleable as well. Hold on.
Because
Shout out to Michelle McCool.
yeah, and I feel like she was for real. Because they when they transitioned, well, they introduced the Divas Championship when it was still they were both active,
Mm-hmm.
and then eventually they just shut down the women's title. But yeah, I feel like she was the last one.
Yeah, she was. She unified the belt, the Divas Championship. She unified it. Uh, when I don't remember. Let's see. Night of Champions 2010.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So what does it say here? Let's see. It was a
Well, was
lumberjill match to
her and Mickey?
unify. No, it was Michelle and Melina
Oh,
unify the women's and divas titles. And so Layla is technically recognized as the last women's champion.
okay.
And then at what point, I'm over here trying to do research, live research, people.
Hey, we got to be accurate. That's all.
Yes. Where we at? Night of Champions 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle unifies the titles via Lay Cool, but then Michelle is the official champion going forward.
Okay.
So like Layla was the women's champion, Michelle won the Divas title, unifying the belt. So Michelle is like an unofficial champion, but they were still champion.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Layla being the last ever women's champion, the OG.
Nice.
So yeah, we need Layla in the hall. We need Victoria in that joint.
You already know.
Shout out to Michelle, she deserved it. And we've been rambling a lot on this
That's
one
okay.
pick. It's
That's
okay.
okay.
It's okay. And then another special shout out to Big Swole. We got to talk to Big Swole. We're gonna have that conversation here shortly. So it was a good one. It was a good one. Talked a lot about what she had going on. Of course, we had to talk about that tweet.
Mm-hmm.
I know the tweet, the New Year's tweet.
Yeah, already.
Talk about that. Talked about the culture. And spoiler alert, I finally have another person on my side for the Madea Road to WrestleMania movie.
Here we go. Y'all just Y'all just created it. Y'all just made it happen. It's in existence now.
It is.
Great.
Deservedly so. Deservedly so.
I'm to quote Miro, once upon a time, bury me softly, brother. That's all
That's
I
that
ask.
hate. Hey,
That's
Tyler, I
all
know
I
you
ask.
listening. Let me find out Tyler listens to us. I'm about to go check the analytics and be like, yo, let me find out we got one listener in Atlanta. Need that. Hey, man, let's talk about this week in wrestling history. Happy birthday to Victoria. Victoria for Hall of Fame. I'm going to say it one
You
more time.
go ahead.
Victoria for Hall of Fame.
And you seen Maven's YouTube lately?
Yes. That nigga wildin' for that thumbnail. I'm like 5 minutes into the video and he was talking about hooking up with somebody at one point.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Listen, the dude that worked with Maven, like he a guru at this social media YouTube shit for real. Cause like just the thumbnails he give Maven is on point.
Right.
Shout out to Maven doing his thing too. Shout out to
Man.
Haku. Happy birthday to Haku.
Yes, sir.
And shout out to the sons of Haku out here doing their thing too. We got another
Putting
Hall
in
of
work.
Famer who should be in the Hall of Fame. And I said this one a few months ago. It makes more sense now than ever because the man lives 7 hours away from Las Vegas. He can just drive on down from Reno. Ken Shamrock needs to be in the Hall of Fame. So happy
Oh, of
birthday to Ken
course.
Shamrock. He's already in the Impact, TNA Wrestling Hall of Fame. And he
Yeah.
needs to be in the current Hall of Fame for the WWE.
Yeah.
Y'all already got the TKO partnership.
Yeah.
He already is in one TKO Hall of Fame, I'm saying.
Let's be real.
Let's do that. Shout out to Shamrock. Hernandez, happy birthday to him too. Hernandez had me wanting to
Oh
be a cholo
man.
for a minute.
Yeah.
Him and Homicide and Conan together.
Hey.
Come on now.
Oh, I seen Homicide said this about to be his last year active.
What? He is a little up there though. Homicide 50 yet?
I think so.
That's
I'm gonna
Googleable
see.
too.
I'm gonna see if I can, because I seen it not that long ago. Let me see if I can find that month.
Oh no, he's 47. Turning 48 next month.
Oh, he climbing. He
Might
getting
as
there.
well be. He might as well be.
Yeah.
Who else we got here? Tommy Dreamer. Happy birthday to Tommy Dreamer.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to Mabel, Young King Mabel, aka Viscera, aka Big Daddy V, aka
Big black nigga.
happy birthday to Rich Swan, my guy. Travis Banks. Y'all might not remember Travis Banks, but I was an NXT UK guy. So I remember him. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to Gangrel. And appropriately during Black History Month, happy birthday to the one-man gang, also known as Akeem, the African Dream.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. And
Man, who wrote that shit?
You know who wrote this shit. So what we're gonna have you do? We're gonna have you go to the ghettoest place in America. And you're gonna be reborn as a king, the African Dream.
That's crazy as hell.
That nigga watched Coming to America the night before he came up with that gimmick.
He had to. That's all I can think, bro. Had that motherfucker.
He watched Coming to America for the first time. Or he might not have watched it for the first time. He might have seen Coming to America when it came out. Cause that seemed like the type of person he is. He go to Dave Chappelle comedy shows. He watched Chappelle's show, getting inspiration for gimmicks from Chappelle's show that we know.
Yep.
He probably just took a minute to apply. He just like, I'm gonna keep this on the back burner. And then he just like, yo, Coming to America. Love that movie.
At this
King, love that
motherfucker.
name.
At
Close
this
enough.
motherfucker. And this dude coming out here and
And the
dashiki
dashiki
is with poofies on. Like, what are
with a
y'all
kufi
doing?
dancing, like doing a African ritual dance and shit to the ring, like motherfucker 350, 400 pounds. Dude, wild for that.
What was that cat? What's that
Yeah,
cat
Slick
said?
was
Like,
the manager and shit too. Like,
what's that?
oh,
What's
he
that?
was talking like Slick too. That was the funny part.
Yeah. What, what was that cat said in the movie? It's like, he's light skinned, not light skinned. There's a Caucasian from the mountains of Caucasus.
Was that Cat Williams?
Yep. From
Or the when
what
he
was
was
that
in
movie?
jail
Yeah.
with Tiffany Haddish, that
Right,
white
right.
baby. What was the name of that movie? Was it Dance Flick?
School Dance. There we
School
go.
Dance, yeah. That was some shit. Brought this white baby up here.
Right.
This week in history,
we got a 700 credit rating.
That's funny. That's funny. This week in wrestling history, man, 1997, Shawn Michaels lost his smile. He just ain't want to do that job.
Oh, nah, he was he read the script. He said, "Oh, nah, brother, that doesn't work for me right now."
Now I wish I had that on here. Up, it's up. Like I wish I had it up, but I have it. I don't care. We're gonna tone down the Terry references on this show.
Yeah, we need to.
It is not 1987 no more. We don't need to talk about him.
And it's not time for the party to be over yet. So
nah, listen. Nah, I agree.
But any day now, be great.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
All right,
Nah, he just want to do that job though. He didn't want to do that job.
Yeah, no. They was trying to spin the block because hot take, that match at 12 was not as great as y'all like to say it is. So
The Iron Man.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna be real. It's one of my favorite Shawn Michaels matches because he won his first title. But there was no falls in the Iron Man. These niggas wrestled for an hour for just doing cardio.
It was in gym class for like 60 minutes. Like, come on now. What are we doing here?
It was the first Iron Man match at Mania's. I understand the theatrics.
You could have accomplished the same thing in 30 minutes, and it's better.
I agree. Hey, I'm gonna get back to Shawn Michaels in a few minutes though.
I'm packing the edge. Guess what?
Just a warning right now.
Yeah, we need to talk. we need to talk.
2003 RIP to Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig passed away, age 44. He was the future of wrestling heavyweight champion at the time of his death, and he was the last one as the promotion closed down later that year. Put all their stock in Kurt Hennig.
He was holding them together.
That's
crazy. Damn.
He was just in WWE like a year before that. Like 8 months before that. Something like that. Honestly, if we had internet back then, we had internet back then, but if we had like social media and stuff back then, and like you knew why he was let go.
Oh, man.
Like the actual reason why he was let go.
Right.
And then he dies a few months later, and you're just like, damn. Could have seen that coming.
Oh, that
I remember I was a kid. This it's still real to me, damn it. I was a kid and Mr. Perfect died. And I was so sad because I was like, but how? Like, he was an athlete. This dude was catching footballs that he threw to himself. Like,
I seen it.
He was hooping.
Yep.
Like, I thought he was peak athletic condition, and I'll find out he died from a heart attack. I'm like, how? How does Mr. Perfect, this perfect athlete, die from a heart attack? And then I got older and I found out why.
It don't mix, man.
No.
Don't mix.
2004, No Way Out, live from San Jose, California. Eddie
Mhm.
Guerrero defeats Brock Lesnar to win the WWE Championship. Fantastic match. Shout out to Goldberg out here helping. That's
Hey,
that's
listen.
when Vince was at his like best when he
Mhm.
did stories like that. The underdog, especially like toppling like somebody like Brock. Like this dude was a cruiserweight champion in WCW.
Yep, sure
Beats
was.
Brock Lesnar before WrestleMania. I didn't think he was gonna win. So like when I
I didn't
turned on
either.
SmackDown that next week, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Eddie, RIP. 2009, somebody's in the ring talking. I don't remember who. I want to say it was Jack Swag, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was. It was. Yep.
And Jack Swagger's in the ring. And then we hear some familiar music play. And then we get the most anticlimactic, exciting call in wrestling history from Todd Grisham. It's Christian. Christian returned to the WWE on ECW in
That's crazy.
2009. And then almost a year to the day later, he loses the ECW championship to Ezekiel Jackson on the last
Mm-hmm.
episode of ECW on Sci-Fi. Shout out to
Yep.
Big Zeke.
It was
He out here
just
somewhere too.
they was in their headsets telling them this no selling. Like, well, what did this man do? Tell me that this dude just hated this man's face so bad that he wanted buried on TV. Like, what was the issue? I don't understand.
Then you can leave me, damn it. I was going to
Like,
put a lot of stock in you.
I mean, I
Went
know
over
he
to
was gone
TNA.
for 4 years. Hey, listen, he needed to do that.
He did. That helped.
He
That
had,
helped improve his whole situation a lot more.
yeah, he had to let y'all know what's up.
Factual.
And in an era where it wasn't a lot of guys doing it. Like, I think he went before Kurt.
Yep. The year
He
before
went
Kurt. He
before
went in
Kurt,
'05.
RV, yeah, before RVD, before Book, before any of them. Like, he
It
went
was
over there to go handle business.
it was Christian, and then the next year was Kurt. The next year was
Yep.
Booker,
Mm-hmm.
and then like everybody else. I think when did Rob go?
I think it
Rob, I
was
think
08.
went in like '09, '08,
Oh, wait,
'09
or
around
09.
there,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he was there like 2 years.
Then Jeff
Like
came back.
Book was there a couple years. Yeah, Jeff. That yeah.
That
I
happened.
yeah, I tapped into something on the vault. They had a whole thing of like an hour long showing Jeff in '08, like from
Oh, yeah.
January to December. And
Yeah,
I was just
man.
like, whole time I'm watching, I'm like, damn, nigga, I forgot Vladimir Kozlov was involved in this too. Like
Woo. They tried to
that
make
was a
that work
time.
so bad.
That was a time. I love double E.
Yeah. They was trying so hard at that, man.
Hey, shout out to Vlad though. He was cool. I fucked with Vladimir Kozlov.
He look
I didn't want him to
nowadays.
get the title shot over Jeff Hardy. That's all that was.
No,
I didn't
no.
mind
Like,
him feuding with Triple H and none of that. Just like, no, this Jeff time, my nigga.
that's what I'm saying.
It's
Hey,
all good though.
if you see him nowadays, though, like
Boy,
a
look
Bond
like a
villain.
GTA character, bro.
Yeah.
You got
Hey,
the gold chains on, like there. You got a gold chains, got the taco meat showing and shit. Like he wrestling for
yeah.
real, my nigga.
Out here just letting loose.
Shout
Shit.
out to him. He was in TNA like a year ago too. He was
Oh,
doing something.
he was. He was. Yeah.
I ain't seen him since though. I think he might be like still on a handshake deal or something. Bring him back.
Nice.
Bring him back. Where else we got with it? 2012, Kaz Okada defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi to win his first ever IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And I want to say it was his longest reign that he had. I got some
Think so.
issues with Okada right
Uh-oh.
now. I don't watch the show, so like I'm not gonna get into detail, but I saw a little bit of what he was doing, and I'm just like, imagine Vince had him doing that shit. How mad y'all would be.
Oh boy. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm slowly watching back Grand Slam from last night. And I ain't gonna hold y'all. I did it under some very, very rude pretenses because I
You
wanted to
lost your
laugh.
remote watching the dunk contest?
Hell no.
You didn't want. All right, all right. If you had a choice between watching that weak ass dunk contest and AEW Grand Slam, which one was you gonna watch first?
Oh, it was gonna be Grand Slam. I haven't watched a dunk contest in over 10 years. Truthfully. Like if there's something crazy, if something crazy happened, I would just watch the highlights from it. I don't get invested into this shit. I watch the
A G
celebrity
Leaguer
game.
has won the dunk contest the last 3 years. The same dude too.
There
The
you
white
go.
boy is the greatest dunker of all time, low key.
Yeah. It's like, what happened to the game I love? So it's like, no, I don't watch no damn.
The whole I'm not even watching the game, bro. I'm not watching the game, bro. Y'all got motherfucker. I love this dude because he a Laker. Y'all got motherfucking Dalton Connect playing in the All-Star game, bro. I don't even know how that happened.
That's
y'all
crazy.
Got rookies versus a team consisting of LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Jason Tatum, and Damian Lillard.
Lord have mercy.
How did that happen? Like Adam Silver, this is not a basketball podcast. I listen. Vince,
I'm just saying.
SES Vince, go in. Next time you record 606, go in because we need.
You're gonna have to. Because like y'all thought the game was bad before.
Is much worse.
Oh, anyway.
Y'all had celebrity game. Y'all had motherfucking influencers and that.
Yeah, but that to me is more entertaining than the regular game because it's like, what was it? Was it last year or the year before that Shannon and Stephen A was coaching?
I think it was last year.
It was last year, and Michael was on the squad and Puka Nakua. Like that was fun for me. That was fun watching. Like it ain't gonna be a great game, but it's like I'm more entertained into that than I am watching these motherfuckers just go out here like. Not even like they play pickup because they play pickup harder than that.
Right.
Like, we just bullshit.
Hey, the women play harder than that.
Way hard. Listen. Oh.
WNBA All-Star Game gas every single year.
Oh my God. That's a whole year. That'll get me into a tangent. Oh.
Nah,
anyway.
This is my last basketball thing. We're gonna get back to the wrestling.
Go ahead.
Unrivaled, the 3-on-3 league.
Yeah.
It's that Stewie and Nafisa Collar own. So they had a 1-on-1 tournament. And it's like, dog, NBA players not gonna do a 1-on-1 tournament because they scared. They scared they scared to get embarrassed. They're scared to go out there just be trash. So they ain't gonna do it. And like low-key Nafisa Collar was just like said that, but she said it in a politically correct way. She was just like, nah, these niggas scared. That's my last thing. But no, listen, y'all need to. Has Myles Garrett ever done the All-Star game, the celebrity game?
I feel like he did.
We know Myles Garrett ain't doing shit in February. He can do that.
Hey, after this offseason, we might not be able to say that. Depending on what he's trying to do. If that happens, they backed up like 3 Brinks trucks to his crib. So I'm gonna know what time it is.
Had to.
But yeah, no, I started watching Grand Slam under some negative pretense. I wanted to laugh at Tony Khan. that was really why. Yeah, because like, how you gonna hustle backwards, get caught, and then try to cap like you didn't do that? Like, you knew damn well you was not. Because the only thing when this first came about was that this was a pay-per-view you're trying to promote. That was the story. Now all of a sudden, it was always going to be a collision show. Get the fuck out of here! Come on now. Yeah. But no, I started watching that, and I see they got Kaz and Buddy on the show, so that's what like I'm working my way up to. But I did see Mercedes and Harley Cameron. I wasn't familiar with Harley Cameron in her game, but I saw a video that was going into the match. She had her and the puppet. She had bars and shit, and I'm like, hold on, who is this? Because apparently she told, and people be talking about her, so I got to see what's up. But
I seen a little bit of the main, like Edge. I'm not calling like, listen, you like Twitter. I'm not calling you Cope. But like,
no,
your
hell
name
no,
Edge, bro.
it
I
is
might call you Adam Copeland if I feel
right.
like it, but you
That's the
forever
only
Edge.
options.
I seen that. I don't even remember who Edge was facing. I wasn't paying that much attention to it.
It
And
was a
then I
tag.
seen fucking John Moxley and them niggas came out there.
Yeah, yeah. It was him and Jay White, and it was Mox and Claudio Cesaro. They
Thought they
getting ready to put
cast
the
the
belt
West
on
on
Edge
Tom
though.
Banks.
They get ready to put the belt on Edge though. I didn't think I'd see it, but they about to do that for real
They gotta do
because
something.
they got a match next month at Revolution.
Okay.
But
Don't Christian got the casino joint?
I think so.
Hey, Christian gonna cash in on Edge.
He didn't. I don't know if he used it or not, but I know he definitely won that shit.
Hey, anybody that pay more attention to that, let me know. Do Christian still got the guaranteed title shot he can cash in on?
Yeah.
Let me know.
But now I watched that match with Mercedes too, and I remember I was reminded, you know, our concerns with her is not in ring. It has never been in ring.
It's never been.
Because she always been cold at that. It's been when you put that microphone in her hand and you get the presentation and stuff. That's where we start running into some issues. But it was good to be reminded that she still is that in the ring, because that was a pretty good match.
Yeah, shout out to her. I just realized we did not finish this week in wrestling history because that's what we do.
Oh shit.
We go off on tangents. We jump segments. It's all good. 2015, Kevin Owens defeated Sami Zayn at NXT TakeOver Rival to win the NXT Championship. And it was grand opening, grand closing for Sami's reign. He had that shit about 50-some days.
Yeah.
He got his ass cooked too.
Big bad.
When I say he got his ass cooked, he got his ass cooked.
He got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
And 10 years later, nothing was ever different. It's all the same.
Still getting cooked. Still getting cooked. More on that in a few weeks. Adrian Broner, I seen he said he got arrested like a week ago because he had warrants.
I don't even want to know, man. Like
that fall from grace is crazy.
I swear, man.
I never believed in him that much, though. Y'all was trying to put him on Floyd level. I never believed it.
I don't understand. The dude can talk as loud as he wants to, and you know, there's a law of nature. If you speak with enough conviction, you'll get somebody to believe you. But that's all he does. He just speaks with enough conviction in his voice. And some of y'all cap for him and believe it, but he was never like that. There was levels to this, and he was not on the level that y'all tried to put him on. It's just to get.
I knew he wasn't like that when for some reason he was in the club in Omaha downtown after a Lil Wayne show, just wilding. I was like, nah, he ain't that dude. Because why are you in Omaha for?
Right.
Like, you couldn't go to a Lil Wayne concert nowhere else. Yeah. Then I found out apparently he was rocking with Young Money around that time. So like he was with them.
Oh man, okay. Look, I stopped everything with that after he fought. I think it was Pacquiao, and they went to him. He was like
trying to act like he won.
He said, "I beat him. I beat him." Like,
nah, when he got smoked by Maidana, I was like, see, I was telling y'all niggas, he ain't like that. All right, my bad. Digressing again. More on TakeOver Rival. Also on that show, Sasha Banks won the NXT Women's title in the 4 Horsewomen Fatal 4-Way. That was a time.
It was.
Time for real. 2017, more Kevin Owens news. Because in 2014, going into 2015, he out here turned on his homeboy. His day one. Beat the shit out of Sami Zayn. And then in 2017, live from Las Vegas, the home base of WrestleMania 41, the first episode of Monday Night Raw at the T-Mobile Arena, the home of WrestleMania weekend. The Festival of Friendship took place. And this nigga Kevin Owens turned on one of his friends again.
Oh, Lord.
Then my name's on this list. You goddamn right.
It happened exactly the way I envisioned it when we knew obviously Kevin was going to turn around and pull that trigger, but it's always better when they do it on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow, some way.
I was actually very upset because I didn't know that Raw was coming to Vegas because I just moved, so I was kind of like out the loop a little bit of like local shit going on.
Yeah.
And like I didn't know they was coming to Vegas till like 5 days before. And I'm like, dang, like I had just moved here, so like my money wasn't really like that because I had to, get all my shit set up. I was kind of upset. I was like, dang, that seemed like it was a fun show. They came back a few months later. I was there though, and Kevin Owens was wilding again, beat up on Vince. Like,
oh my god,
Kevin Owens in Vegas is a motherfucker. So I'm kind of looking forward to WrestleMania.
Woo!
In 2017, we had some deaths in the wrestling industry in 2017. On the same like week, Chavo Classic passed away from cancer. Fuck cancer, age 68. George the Animal Steel, Hall of Famer, passed away, age 79. And then Nicole Bass passed away, age 52, all in the same year.
That's crazy.
Crazy work. But then 2017, Bray Wyatt defeated a bunch of people in the Elimination Chamber, including the champion John Cena, to win the WWE Championship. So that happened. Shout out to Bray Wyatt.
And they got me with that one.
They did too. I was just like,
not
huh?
see.
Cause hold on, who else was in that match?
AJ. I think Dean
he was there because Dean. Yeah, I remember Dean was in it.
Yeah.
AJ, Miz, Dean, Corbin, and Cena. Of course, Bray too. Cena was a champ. I remember I was big on the Miz, like heavy in 2016.
Yeah. This was that time.
17. So like I was mad Miz didn't win the Rumble. Cause I was like, this is the perfect year for Miz to win the Rumble and it won't be crazy. And then
in that field too.
Yes. And then I wanted him to win the Chamber, and he didn't win the Chamber. I'm like, fuck, he ain't doing shit at WrestleMania. I don't know what he did at Mania that year. I think him and Maurice did something, right?
That was the night Cena proposed to Nikki because they had the mixed tag match.
Oh shit, that was. Whatever, bro. Listen, being a Miz fan is tough, bro. Like, who could I compare like being a Miz fan to as far as like the NFL goes?
You know what?
I would say before last week, Philly, because like that's kind of how it was. Like, you couldn't tell me Philly was gonna win another one so soon.
That's true. Yeah, I can see that.
And like it took Miz over 10 years to win a championship again.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Being a Miz fan is tough. Because then, like, in 2021, the Miz was getting beat out here by celebrities.
That is true. But, I mean, this was no ordinary celebrity that we had at that time.
Because in 2021, this week, Bad Bunny won the 24/7 championship, and he never lost it. Nope. He gave it up for some Stone Cold Steve Austin merch. Which, like, good trade.
Right, like.
I'd make that trade, too.
What you gotta do?
Shout out to the peoples, man. Hey, now what we about to get into? We're gonna loop in this conversation with Big Swole. We talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about Power Rangers. Y'all know Big Swole's a big Power Rangers fan. She got morphers and Dragon Zord daggers and helmets. Yeah. She got signed merchandise. You know we had to talk about the Rangers.
Hell yeah, man.
We talked about the culture. We talked about wrestling. We talked about that tweet. So
You know exactly what we're
enjoy.
talking about.
Yeah, y'all know that tweet. Y'all know that tweet. So enjoy this conversation, and we're gonna be back. Knuck, if you Buckingham Palace, listen to me. If you're near a convenience store right now, any type of 24-hour store, go into the store right now and put your hand in the cash register for no reason. Their money is your money as of right now. So we got a special guest in the palace. AEW fame, ASÉ Wrestling fame. Made a couple appearances in WWE too, so you might recognize her from there. We got wrestling's favorite auntie, Big Swole is in the building. Welcome, Big Swole, to the palace.
Thank you. Thank you for being here today.
Yeah, that was a surprise. We got the Dragon Zord, flute, dagger, all that. So
that was
welcome.
I like that. Thank you.
First time ever. Like we told you before, we've been begging like Keith Sweat to get this put together.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Keith Sweat. Shout out to J-Land too, throwing that alley-oop. We just gonna jump right into this, man, because just like kind of bouncing off of that, Keith Sweat music. You a big music fan that I've from what I've learned here. We still waiting on the EP. I mean, you brought the EP up like 2-3 years ago.
Yes.
And we ain't seen it yet.
I know. I'm very particular especially about my beats, because I like to make them myself. So if I hear something and I'm like, oh, I would like to sample that or, change it a little bit, I'm very particular about it. And I want it to sound right and groove right and get that good flow that I like to listen to. Because, this is my passion project. I'm like, anybody else can like it, cool. But it's really for me, to heal. So that's
how art's supposed to be.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit. I'm like, it'll come out when it's supposed to. I'm steadily working on it, getting my lyrics together, getting my songs together. I got one or two down packed now that I continue to keep tweaking, but I say it's down packed. But it's gonna come.
And so we're gonna continue to be patient on that. Like I said, it's been like 2-3 years since I remember you first brought it up. I've been waiting.
So this ain't about to be Detox with Dre or nothing.
Yeah, I was about to say we've been waiting on Detox 20 years. So.
No.
We good with speaking of that, like Keith Sweat is one of them guys. He's one of my favorite R&B artists. I can name everybody I like, so I'm just not gonna do that. Well, give me your R&B Mount Rushmore, because I know you're a big R&B fan. You can separate in the eras if need be. You can separate groups, individuals, however you want to do it. It's your thing.
Okay. So Whitney Houston.
Yes.
Yeah. God bless her. She ain't got no business being gone.
Listen.
Baker.
What was that, Usher?
Hey?
Anita Baker.
Oh, Anita Baker. You cut out there. My bad.
Anita Baker. Yes.
Okay.
Right. I love her, and I love her smooth sounding, and she's just fantastic. I wouldn't necessarily put her in R&B, but she's a part of my Mount Rushmore period across any genre, because I could just place her in anything. It's Grace Jones.
Yeah. Oh.
I
never thought of that.
I love Grace Jones. I grew up on Grace Jones and Eartha Kitt. Like those are my top two. Yeah. Hello. When that came out, it changed my world.
Going back.
Yeah. Right. Grace Jones and let's see. I'm gonna end it with Luther. Big Luther. Big Luther. Not little Luther.
Big Luther or Little Luther?
Big Luther. Big Luther all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's black people thing. You gotta say Big Luther or Little Luther.
Big right.
It always gotta be Big Luther. Like, no disrespect to Little Luther. He put out some stuff too.
Yeah, but Big Luther was it.
I'm saying his levels.
Right. Come on up in here.
Listen, man. Hey, so you like that song Luther off Kendrick album?
Yes, actually, it is my favorite.
Is it?
I can listen to it over and over and over again. Like, I love Peekaboo, I love GNX, I love Dodger Blue. Every track is fantastic. It's very smooth sounding. Like, I'm gonna add it to my vinyl collection, which is a top honor because I don't get every vinyl.
Listen,
But but that Luther, it hits here.
look, you was
Hmm.
crip walking at the halftime show.
Uh.
Hello, man, like nobody's business.
Hey, I
Yeah.
got a little too hype. I had to sit my ass down for a second.
Yep.
What
Listen,
was
when
your
they
thoughts
said
on the
a
He was
halftime
killing.
show?
minor, I was glued. I was honestly just trying to figure out every little thing that he had going on in there, all the double entendres, all the symbolic messaging. Like I was just like, I'm finna try to dissect this. You know, I ain't in class, but it's in session. So I was like, I'm paying attention. So I loved everything about it. I loved how black it was. Like
Yes.
Yes.
that, yes. Like I'm like, finally, you get to see our people shining light on our topics, on, just black love, black power, black empowerment. Like it was just fantastic. It was
Facts.
great. I love watching things like that, especially with my daughter, so I can have a chance to explain to her, what they're not going to teach in public schools.
Mm-hmm. For sure, man.
That's
So
a big fact.
it
Hmm.
was hella black. And it's been hella black the last like 5 years or so. Since like they started letting us perform
Hmm.
on a regular basis. Do you have a favorite show? We had I think the first one was, I want to say it was The Weekend,
Hmm.
and then you had
It did
Rihanna,
start with
you
Rihanna,
had like
and then you
Dr.
had
Dre and all them, Usher, and then Kendrick. So you got like a favorite one out of that group of people?
it's gonna be Kendrick.
This recent one.
It's going to be Kendrick.
Hmm.
It's just that the like what he puts his mind to something and he like lays it all out, and it is so symbolic, it's so powerful, and you could tell he just put a lot of thought into it. This ain't just a show he's just gonna put on and be like, okay, these are my marks, and I'm gonna hit them, and everything's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be Gucci. No, he's step by step. There's a reason behind every single thing. There's a reason behind the colors. There's a reason behind 16 stars on Sam's lapels. Like, there's a
Mm-hmm.
reason behind
Hmm.
all the hanging man from the lights. Like, everything has a reason. So I'm definitely going with K Dot on this.
Yeah, I love the showmanship. So shout out to
Beautiful.
Kendrick. And we're gonna
Hmm.
get into some questions about wrestling because of course you're a wrestler. You haven't competed in a
Facts.
while. So we're gonna
Hmm.
ask about that. I'm gonna hand it over to
That's
Reek,
facts.
and
For
he
sure.
got some stuff going on.
For sure, for sure. So obviously you've been transparent with all of us about like, things in your career, your health challenges, things like that.
Hmm.
Obviously, the battle with Crohn's. I actually worked with someone a couple years straight together who had the same issue. So I understand how
Oh.
challenging that is on the body.
Hmm.
So my question first off, how is Big Swole today, health wise? How you feeling? How's it been going since then?
For first and foremost, praises to the Almighty Yahuwah, because I have been healed. Like it said, through his stripes we're healed, and I'm a living testimony to that, because I am 100%. Like I haven't felt this good in so long, and it's been a long 18 years I've been dealing with this long suffering, and I'm finally at a point where I can breathe and I can use my body. I don't have to flinch. Like you don't realize there's certain things that I had to change about just my everyday life, that I'm like, oh, I could do this and I can do that, and I can sit on hard surfaces now. Things we take for granted that are just small. They seem so small, but I'm just so thankful for the little details, for the little in between moments and stuff. So I feel absolutely great.
Hey,
That's
give it up for
beautiful.
100%
Yeah,
health.
yeah,
Let's
Hell yeah.
go.
And
yeah.
And just to piggyback off of that, now I see a lot of people ask the question: Is Swole retired? Since we didn't see
Mm,
competes in 2022. Now I haven't seen no official statement that says he retired, but just so we can clear the air here, uh, is that the case? And if not, do we have any future plans about getting in the ring going forward,
mhm.
especially with the way the landscape is looking for women's wrestling right now?
I know, right? I've prayed on it, and I'm just kind of waiting. What I don't want to do is jump back into something after the Most High's healed me from it, you
Mhm.
know. So I feel like I've been doing things what I want to do. So now it's just about being obedient. So I'm not retired, and but also I'm not actively wrestling, because I just want to have some time with this new body, this new creation,
Mm-hmm.
if you will. And just allow it to breathe for a second before I go and not necessarily destroy it, but test the waters out.
Facts, because I was thinking
For
that
sure.
too, because like I understand like I don't know much about the disease that you've been battling, but I do
Hmm.
know is some things like taking bumps. I gotta be like crazy to do, just like
Yeah.
doing this, and you got all the
Yeah.
constant road travel. I hear like dudes
Hmm.
on the road don't really eat that healthily because traveling
Yeah.
24 hour
Right.
stuff, is kind of non-existent, especially since COVID. So like, how do
Hmm.
you kind of integrate all that stuff into your whole routine?
I have to stay disciplined with what I eat. I have to be like, oh, it's a temporary, like a temporary experience or a temporary pleasure when you eat stuff that you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I don't want anything temporary. I want my health to be permanent. So I tell myself, this is what I get to have. I'm grateful for the things I can still eat. I'm grateful that I can find a pack of Haribo's that don't have, red dyes in it or, something that's detrimental to my intestines or anything like that. So it's just, especially when I was actively wrestling, I had to stay on my diet. Well,
Sure.
For
excuse me,
sure.
not diet. It's really just a lifestyle change. I don't like using the word diet actually. So
You got time
And
for a peach cobbler though, still though.
peach
oh
cobbler,
yeah.
exactly. I learned how to adapt and make things healthier by like switching the ingredients and stuff because I already knew how to burn. 'Cause I'm Southern, so I just take them like, okay, I know how to make this the regular way. Let me see if I can just make it a little bit more health conscious. And when I do, I feel so much better about it. You know, I'm not scarfing down the whole cobbler now. I ain't, but
No
Hey,
judgment.
no judgment.
no, no,
Yeah, no
hey,
judgment zone over here.
look.
Cause listen, I won't, but I can.
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna lie.
And speaking of
Listen,
that too, obviously, being a mom, now you got to spend a lot more time home with your kids. How has that been?
It's been great. I love my Odessa. She's just my joy, really. I love waking up and seeing her, and I'm like, welcome to a new day. I get to, experience those first moments of the day. It's so important to me because I'm present, and she needs that. Every child needs that, needs a present parent, you know. Um, and I'm so thankful that she has both of us in her
mhm.
life, especially now we're just creating memories and we're not having to go outside of our home too much to create those memories. We have like a complete bond. Like we're playing Uno, we're playing Taboo, we're playing Phase 10, we're playing the Switch, and then we're playing Call of Duty because we just got her into play in that, except we don't allow her to play online because some people are weird. They
Oh,
done
Nah,
listen.
nah.
they have truly messed it up. By the time Black Ops 2 came out, it was in the trash.
Yeah.
It
It's bad.
is so bad. I'm like, you speak a lick of a word on there, and they realize that you're a woman, you're done.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, just
Especially
having
black
those.
too.
Woo.
So that's why I'm not mute unless you're in my party. Cedric and I are playing together. We're talking.
Yeah.
We're following each other behind. I'm like, I'll follow you. I got your backup. It's like bad boys in there when we on Call of Duty.
Nice. So
Dig it.
speaking on that, so you say you have more time to do other things. I've seen recently you guest hosted episode 3, ASÉ Wrestling TV.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on ASÉ Wrestling TV so far? Because I've been
Oh,
waiting to get to it. Like obviously I'm not in North Carolina or anything, so I haven't been able to
mhm.
get to any shows. So like now I have this platform I'm able to watch it on. I love seeing a FUBU wrestling platform
I
for us
know,
by
right?
us. We got Ashe, we got Fourth Rope. Like we need more, of course, but
Mhm.
like now we starting to see more of these pop up because obviously instead of continuing to beg for the opportunities for these other platforms to give us, we just start our own,
Mhm.
which is how it's always kind of been. So
Hello.
now we seeing it in wrestling now. So what are your thoughts on first off Ashe TV, and then now we got all these other platforms popping up?
I have a special place in my heart for Ashe because Charlotte is where I got my start for wrestling. And Darius Lockhart, he's our brother. We have that solid relationship. He was a groomsman in our wedding. And
Nice.
just having this startup, because we talked about it, it was a bunch of us. They were in a group chat, and we're like, we need something for us. And that's kind of sort of how we didn't have a name for it, but that's how Ashe kind of just happened. And then Darius took the reins and he just took it to the moon. So I am very thankful that we have a place to call our own and let our talent shine, and doesn't have all those politics around there. Not, oh, scratch my back and I scratch yours. It's a mutual respect coming into ASÉ. And that's what I love. And it's not some rinky dink type of promotion. This is fully funded. We're having people coming in, doing the audio, doing the video, and the talent, bar none. They are amazing. Like I love Yaya. I love Rayhan. Well, he probably don't call himself Ray. He do call himself Rayhan now. Rayhan and Darius Carter. Shout out to the champion of ASÉ, and he's amazing. He should have been everywhere already.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing gimmick, amazing person, and I love that he doesn't need to cuss. That boy, a genius. That man is a genius. He be on somebody's TV. Mm-hmm.
I need that.
And
yeah, I love
right,
that.
right. And then it's just like you said, just made it like spark out into other places that want to start their own. So I'm very happy that we have places like Fourth Rope as well, and it's showcasing different sides of Black culture.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We get
I love that because Fourth Rope is
on Fourth Rope.
Right.
The last one I watched, they had Onyx on there. Like the first thing was Onyx, just like unexpected. Right? Like I'm seeing Frederick Starr in a wrestling ring right now. That's crazy.
Hello. Like I said, a whole different vibe. If ASÉ is jazz and blues and neo soul, Fourth Rope is rhythm and poetry. It's rhythm and blues. It's hip hop. So I absolutely love that. I love showing the different, that we are showing different facets of our culture. So it's amazing to see. Yeah. I'm hype about it.
Coming to Las Vegas. I'm actually out here in Las Vegas. That's where we headquarters. Coming to Las Vegas for WrestleMania weekend. I'm actually, that's one of the main shows I'm excited about. Because I was telling Reek, like, I'm just trying to be where we at during WrestleMania weekend mostly.
Hello.
Because I'm gonna have the most fun with us. Like, Wale Mania coming, I'm there. ASÉ, I'm there. So I'm gonna come to, I support my locals too. So I'm gonna be there. But
right, Thursday and Friday is gonna be a deep day for Black culture.
Oh, listen. I already took off work, so I'm good.
Yeah, I told Sid, I was like, we got to fly in on Wednesday because I'm gonna be too tired. ASÉ's at Thursday, Wale Mania 10 Thursday. Fourth Rope is Friday. Right? I'm like, I'm tired already.
Fourth Rope Saturday, honestly.
Really, it is.
I thought I don't know. I gotta verify. I thought it was like midnight Friday night, basically Saturday.
Oh, honestly. Basically, okay, that's right. I was like, I knew it was late at night.
Yeah.
I think it's
So shout out to them, man.
But keeping on the topic of the culture, one of the things me and TC take a lot of pride in is a couple years ago we did an interview with Chris Bournay, the writer, director of the Lady Wrestler documentary about Baz Wingo, Ethel Johnson, Black women breaking out in wrestling back in the 50s and 60s. Did you get a chance to see that documentary, and how did you feel about that? What were your thoughts on it?
Yes, I if I'm thinking that it's the same one, I sat and watched it, and I think it had a Q&A with the director afterwards. But it's something that you feel is like conflicting emotions when you watch documentaries like that tell the tale of our trailblazers who never necessarily got that shine and that push that they truly did deserve, as far as breaking out into this industry and being amazing women of color. And it's it's bittersweet because while I am so excited to see it, I'm so excited to experience it and have other people listen and learn about it, I'm also, the empath in me is like, I wish that they either could be here to get their flowers or they got them while they were still in the garden. So it's like I said, it's very conflicting, like, I don't know, both sides, tears falling down, but for different reasons. So.
Yeah, because that's kind of our thing too, because I kind of handle the social media a lot for what we do. And so I came across a video just randomly. I was just like perusing YouTube one day, and I see this video. They got like Black women just like throwing down in the ring, and they said they main evented in the Boston Garden. Like, you understand the history of Boston in the 50s and 60s,
right?
That's insane. So like, I'm just thinking like, wow, we've never heard of this. We posted about it. it blows up, it goes viral. All
Mm,
of a sudden now, I'm seeing her getting recognized. Ethel Johnson mainly. But I'm seeing
yeah.
Ethel Johnson getting recognized in the Hall of Fame for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, y'all didn't
Hmm.
even know. Did y'all know about this lady before? Like,
Couldn't even give us
attention
an
was
ad. Couldn't even
Right.
tag us.
They forgot. They
It's
knew,
crazy.
but they forgot.
I
Those
mean, I
forgotten
appreciate
years.
the acknowledgement, you know, in hindsight, but it's kind of
Hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
why certain things have to be brought to attention, especially like a company as big as WWE. I think you
Right.
should be recognizing everybody all the time. I don't think that's really the case. You know, if it's not affecting the bottom line, which like that's corporate America for you. If it don't help the
Mm.
Yeah.
bottom line at all, it's not really a
Hmm.
thing that they really care about. So that's kind of unfortunate in my way. But
Yeah.
Ethel Johnson is currently being portrayed, or sorry, not currently, but is going to be portrayed by Trinity Fatu, currently known as Naomi, in the upcoming movie Queen of the Ring. Have you been able to check that out yet?
Yes. No, I haven't, but I've been wanting to. I'm like, I can't wait to see this.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm there opening weekend.
especially to support my girls.
Mm-hmm.
Opening weekend, I'm there. Like you give me a
Hmm.
wrestling movie, I'm in there.
Hello.
Iron Claw fighting my family, I
Yeah.
don't care. Like wrestling, I'm there.
I I am watching it because you just never know when those opportunities are going to be afforded to us again. So we have to show support, when we can. So I'm going to watch the wrestling movies. I'm going to watch the Captain Americas. I'm going to watch us for sure.
Definitely. Throw it back to you,
All
Reed.
right. All right. So I've been meaning to talk to somebody who's been through these particular doors because
Mm,
here on Young Kings Wrestling, we get labeled haters of a certain company because of what we say about them.
mhm.
Uh, but my thing is, and you can tell who I'm talking about. Uh, my only issue is there seems to be an issue, and you said this yourself, with structure
Mm.
and the type of culture that's implemented. It seemed to me like they don't have no proper standards and practices around there, things like that. Uh, for you having been there, worked
Mhm.
there, been around them, to that you would say what?
About their structure, I think that when you're around a whole bunch of workers, we have this thing called carny. And there could be a lot of carny people in the wrestling business. And when you have people that are intelligent, because carny people are highly intelligent, sometimes labeled as manipulative, but that's because they're sweet with their words and they write good promos. So if you have someone talking sweet into your ear from all different directions, you can't funnel that out sometimes. So I feel like there needs to be more of a structure to get to the top man. There can be an open door policy, but it needs to be met with some type of restraint, some type of chain of command, in a sense.
I
Because,
agree.
and especially you need somebody who's going to tell it to you real, somebody who's not afraid of anything, especially not of a man, and speak truth and not leading
They
with
don't like that.
anything else. Yeah,
Exactly.
you know.
And to
Certain
piggyback off
corporate
of
structures,
that,
they don't like that. Especially like
no,
now you got a black woman speaking up. They really don't like that. They don't like black people
exactly.
in general
Yeah,
speaking up. But
tis
Mm-hmm.
true, but they knew how I was before any of that. Because because I was so vocal, it's the reason why they made me the women's locker room leader, even though I had the least amount of experience in the locker room at the time. I was replacing Aja, not Aja, excuse me. I was replacing Kong. And I was like, that's a big shoes to fill. She's out there doing her thing. And I'm like, you pick me? Why me? Like it's because they know that one, I'm going to speak up, especially if it comes to some type of justice type of thing. I'm going to speak up. If you ain't trying to do right, I'm gonna speak up. Not to say that I'm not at fault for the things that I do as well, because sometimes we all slip, you know.
mhm.
But the
Mm-hmm.
checks and balances just needs to be there,
I
and
agree.
I was gonna go hard for my women. When we weren't getting any time, I was one of those people in TK's ear, like, hey, what are the ladies? They doing good. This is doing good. She's really good. Put her on TV. The
And
girls are good.
just to piggyback off of that, one of the things that you said, and we also were on here preaching week after week about, was that lack of representation on TV on a regular basis. Now that some time has passed and we see how a little bit more inclusion has happened, how do you feel about how that's been happening across multiple companies now?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great that they spread the wealth around because you have so much talent in the back just clamoring with just like waiting for their chance to be in front of that screen. Now, what they sometimes they run into is when they finally do get that chance and that talent is so spectacular that everybody else seems pale in comparison. Now you have an issue because what you have pushed now isn't as great as what is being pushed when you finally see it in the light.
That's
Is it a
true.
better late than never situation?
Yeah, it's kind of sort of how I feel about Swerve when he finally went to AEW and he finally got a chance to be who he is. He succeeded. He could have had that. He could have had something. Who knows? It could have been greater with Hit Row, but they just didn't get that chance to go out there and truly, test the waters, truly swim, truly go out there and soar. Before they were cut, the legs was cut right up underneath them, like it's. And now you see how fantastic they're all doing separately.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine the power of getting all of them together like a spirit bomb and actually letting them fly. Like
For sure.
so yeah, so
Like,
it's better late than never for all four of them.
absolutely. Because I like that level of parody because as I have heard some bookers actually say, the most over person or the most over story should be at the top. And for me, and I've said it before here, I felt like for a period of time, Swerve was the most over thing in that company. So it's like if you're not pushing that to the top to be if you're not pushing to the top to be that top guy, then what are we doing here?
Yeah, you gotta definitely go after what you want, and that's one thing I guess that I liked about AEW is that it's all about what you put in. If you are an intellectual, if you care about your career, if you don't need no writers because you know who you are and what you represent and what you want to put out as far as product and entertainment, boom, that is the place for you to go. For the creative minds, it's second to none because like you go to WWE, you have a machine, you're regular. You have people in place everywhere, every step along to guide you to stardom. The AEW is all about what you put in. Proof is in your put.
Sure.
So if you make good pudding, you be all right. if you don't know how to cook,
facts.
they got
So
some chefs over there.
I see you reference the color purple oftentimes again during certain situations that have gone on. You post to you do right by me situation. Do you feel that that's working in your favor now at this point? You have Swerve, having his run on top. He had that feud with Hangman last year. That was kind of like the main program. I thought that was like getting the most heat. You have other stuff going on. You got Athena and her reign now. Like we are getting these opportunities now. Do you feel that curse has been working in your favor?
Just crossed 800 days.
Has it?
I just seen that.
It was just 600 last I checked, like a week ago.
I just saw it like an hour ago. She just crossed 800.
Sheesh.
Wow. Congratulations, Athena. That's 800 days. Right. That's queen. I don't think I feel vindicated in a sense because what happened between I'm about to call him Anthony. That not his government. TK and I and like all the rest of the fans and stuff like that. I've already forgiven everybody in my heart. Of course, I had to because it was just really just eating up at me how people can be so nasty and cruel and racial.
That ruined my New Year's.
Man, it's it was just crazy. I was like, okay, let's drink a little more. But but I feel like the changes that has been made is fantastic. It's fantastic to see. Was that saying that quiet women seldom make history? Somebody had to speak up, and I didn't mind doing it because that's my nature. That's how I am. So I'm very thankful to be the catalyst for such a movement. To see the progress happening on TV. That's all I want. I just want to see people succeed.
That's all we wanted
And
to like.
I just wanted to say I just want to see
Push.
people succeed. That's it.
That was
Push.
a conversation for practically that whole year up before that tweet even took place. It's like I had a whole tracker. I was a nerd like at one point, so I'm just like I'm
Hmm.
tracking every match I'm watching. I'm just like I'm seeing like not that many of us are on the shows like on TV. Like
We
we
had an
get the
audit.
house shows or whatever. Yeah, we had a monthly audit just
Yeah.
to kind of verify like how often in like every televised company and like AEW was at the bottom of that list. Like had maybe like
Mm.
2-3 wins on a monthly average. And then, you know, you brought up what you brought up, and I'm like, that's exactly what we've been saying. So like I've noticed it, and I'm not gonna lie, I've noticed some other companies have kind of reeled back a little bit on like how we're included too. So now I have an
Mm-hmm.
issue with that. I guess it's gonna be an ongoing battle. So we just gonna have to deal with that and
Hmm.
see where we come from. But that's why we have ASÉ and Fourth Rope and all those other companies. So like now I don't really have to be like, I want to see this on this. I can just hop on YouTube and watch it whenever. So
Yeah.
I love it. Shout out to that. Let's get into some more culture questions now. So I brought up the color purple. So
Mm.
I understand you also a slight movie buff as well.
Yeah.
I've heard you in interviews before. You brought up the Five Heartbeats as being one of your favorite movies.
Is my favorite movie.
It's your
I,
all time favorite.
it's all-time favorite movie. I love Robert Townsend. He makes the most
Same.
amazing films. It's
Hollywood Shuffle is my joint.
That's true.
uh,
Oh man.
hello, uh, Meteor Man is another
Yes,
one of my
Mm.
all-time
I'm
favorites of
gonna get you,
him.
sucker.
Up,
People
up and
forget he had
away.
Yes.
a hand in that too.
Yeah, up and away. Listen,
I forgot
I
all
love
about Up and
up,
Away.
up, up, up and away was my jam. I was like, this. I used to be really into the. I had like a sky high moment in my life where it was all about superhero. If it was a superhero, I'm watching it.
See,
Yeah.
you
I'm
got me
still
on a
like
whole
that.
like nostalgia trip now because I definitely
Mhm.
forgot about that movie. I'm gonna find where it's at. It's gonna get on my watch list later this week. Give me
Mm-hmm.
some more like your favorite movies or TV shows that you kind of check
Oh,
out.
I love Strictly Business. It's a movie with Holly Berry. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's one of my all-time favorites. Vampire in Brooklyn.
Oh, that movie
Any
was
Oh
yeah,
crazy.
man.
listen, anything with Auntie Angela in, I'm automatically sliding through. I'm watching it. But I also love movies like Introducing Dorothy Dandridge. Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Because I like listening to
Oh yeah.
Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers and Little Richard.
Like a lot of
Like
music biopics mostly.
I do, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
do. I can watch those any day, all day. Five Heartbeats, The Temptations
Love
movie.
the
Mm-hmm.
Temptation.
I promise I quote that every
Ain't
single
nobody
day,
coming to see
Bills.
you,
Ain't nobody
Otis.
coming to
My little sister was obsessed with Dreamgirls, so she was like 4 or 5 years old. That was her movie.
Dreamgirls
Girls
is
was
solid.
hitting. Dreamgirls is very solid. But I also love like action movies like True Lies, John Wick, um, all of them, all four of them movies.
Love me
Give me a
some.
fifth. I
Yeah.
got,
Yeah.
I love it. Give me spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. I
Mm-hmm.
will watch that one into the ground
For sure.
John Wick had
all
a
the time.
45-minute scene where this dude just fighting on the stairs and he get to the top of the stairs and get knocked down. I wasn't mad
Right.
that I
Hello,
watched it for
hello,
45 minutes.
right. Do do do
That-
do do do. I said I know well.
right.
Get up, Keanu, get up. Look. um, but as far as TV, now I will go back and rewatch things like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z. Um, what's the other one that I just got finished watching? Altered Carbon.
I never heard of
That's
that.
I
on
watched
that.
that.
That's on Netflix. It's really good. It's about like this long. They have this like longevity life. They have stacks that go in the back to preserve your
Mm.
consciousness, and you can change
Hmm.
vessels.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I seen so
yeah,
much about that. It looks crazy.
it's actually pretty good. Yeah,
I'm checking
I
it out.
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Hey, Swole put me on to some stuff right now.
For
Like
sure.
either I forgot
Yeah.
about or I never heard of.
Hmm.
So out here just getting my watch list thicker. than it already is. I got so much like backlog of stuff that I haven't even watched.
You haven't
It's
even. You haven't
crazy.
even. It's all right. I'm finally just catching up to like My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer and like all my anime that I haven't been Invincible. Hell, I haven't
See,
even watched the
that's
second season of Loki. I haven't even got into that yet. I'm
I'm so
behind.
that's
that's behind on my
that's my
manga.
project. I need to like put myself in a box and watch all the anime that I
You
haven't
need a
seen.
list. A list.
Yes.
That's what I do. We made a list. I was like, we need to figure out what we're gonna watch without watching the same stuff over and over again. Because we'll say that and then we'll watch it in Fifth Element again. Like what we doing?
hey, hey, Fifth Element was cold.
If every time I open the microwave, chicken.
Hey man, they had Debo as the president, man.
Right.
President. You don't sound like the president.
Shout out to
You
Debo.
know,
Hey, that's
shout
my
out to that.
president.
Hey, listen.
Mhm.
What's you watch a lot of Tyler Perry?
Oh
I
god.
used to. I
Yeah,
used
you
to. I
already
had.
know.
Yeah, I used to a lot. The plays I liked more than the movies.
Oh yeah, the plays was way better. It was
Plays
like
was
the
way better.
movies, they always got like the one light skinned dude with the bad braids every movie.
I was like, how you made Shamar Moore try to look like that? How you make him
That was
dusty?
crazy.
Who you made Shamar Moore dusty?
That was
My
crazy.
Yeah,
my
he had
my
the beard wasn't
right.
combed, like he had the nappy braids,
The nappy braids.
Out
They
of
were
the
about
Meek Mill
control.
braids.
3 or 4
Yes.
months. 3 or 4 months past due. I was,
Those
I
are
was like,
permanent at that point.
yeah. I was like, let's go ahead and wear them on out.
So for the last couple years, I've been trying to like will into existence Tyler Perry making a wrestling movie.
Mm.
No.
And I titled it Medea's Road to WrestleMania. She's going a road trip to attend WrestleMania for the first time. Would you watch this movie?
Yo, what? I would definitely watch that, and yeah, and probably not sober, but I'm watching it. I'm watching it. I
Oh,
don't want to be sober because I want its full effects. I want the full effect.
Like she got to enter the Royal Rumble and everything.
Yeah, I just
stop.
I, I just want her to hit somebody with her titty. Boom, boom. hmm
Oh,
Hello.
he been killing me with this for years. I'm just like, please don't,
We,
because I tell you all the time, they got ops, and you might know some of them. They got ops that listen to podcasts because I swear they
yep.
done stole so many things that we done said on here and I done seen on TV. They tapped in, they gonna mess around and do that. I'm gonna be mad. Like, why? I didn't ask for that.
They were in
What?
Atlanta like a couple weeks ago. I was disappointed Tyler Perry was not ringside because we really could have got this in the motion.
Listen, it was
I,
already too black for some people,
I need
apparently.
to
So
I
Yeah,
need
it
to
was.
see it. I need to see it because I want to see Medea versus Randy Orton. Let's go.
oh my
Ooh.
god.
I'm just trying to see the face off and Medea talking down, 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 down. Hit him with one of them boom shoulder block, boom, and then he falls down and she turned around. That's what I was talking about. That's what I mean. She turned around, boom, RKO, bam. That's it.
AC Medea got them airbags at RKO is not gonna do a damn thing.
No, she gonna pop up from the RKO and go get her purse. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, she gonna air
I'm
out
gonna
that
get my
whole entire.
bag. I got me a Glock in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm glad I got somebody on my side
I
finally.
I
Oh
see the
Lord.
vision. I see the vision, and I want to see the
See,
product. Go make it
see,
happen. We're gonna put it out
come
in
on,
the
Tyler.
universe. Come on, Tyler.
Come on now.
Get it together for us.
See, Reek,
Oh
you
man.
got somebody against you now.
Mhm.
Listen. It's gonna happen now. I just gotta deal with it.
Yeah, but Tyler, when you do it, just stick to this one wrestling movie. Don't go into other sports. We don't need a chain of events. Okay,
It's too late.
Medea Super
this is a
Bowl.
one and no, one and done.
It's too late. Because Tyler, like Oprah, once he take one thing, it's like, no, I gotta have a whole community now. Like now I gotta spread this thing out, give it legs.
Give it. Mm-mm.
Hey, we need that TKO and Tyler Perry Studios collab soon as possible. We need that.
ASAP. Come on, Tyler. Today,
Let's get
because
that crack.
tomorrow's not promised.
Facts. I got one last thing on my docket here because I noticed I was watching AW one week when you were on, and you popped up. You had the locks, like you just started your lock journey, and
Hmm.
then I was watching Raw, and I seen Seb popped up with locks too. So I'm like, did y'all start at the same time?
No, I started because the braids that I had in, it was causing issues with my neck because it was so heavy. It was like
Uh
putting
huh.
a lot of weight on at one time and then wrestling with it and doing all that hairography. Crazy.
Yeah.
So I started my locks, and then maybe like a month and a half afterwards, she was like, I wouldn't get my locks done. And I was just like, so naturally, I turned into my mama, and I was just like, if I jump off the bridge, would you do it too? And he was just like, and so how high the bridge is. And I was like, all right.
It's real love.
So, right, it really was. And so he was like, I want to do it. And then my daughter, she wanted to do it. So now we just locked up a family of locks.
Nice. How long has it been, like officially?
It's a little bit over 3 years.
Okay.
3 years for me, 3 years for me, and then like a year and a half for my daughter. So, and then 3%.
You getting it? You about to catch up to me soon? Like I've
Uh,
been doing mine. Like how long has it been? 11 years next month. So like,
well, see, that's because I phantom brush. When I'm brushing the lint out, I go all the way down to where I want it.
see,
So
I I
just
should
being
do
a
that.
hair, Sebby watching me, I'll be like, mm-hmm, yep.
Because I met Booker T a few years ago. He told me it's gonna take 20 years to catch him. He basically called me bald headed. Said I don't got no hang time. It took
Right. That's what
5 years to catch Booker T. So like I think he was just hating on me. He already
he
knew I was
was.
gonna catch him.
He was, because he ain't even probably want to tell you what he put in his hair.
Mm,
It was juices and
Mm.
berries.
Juices,
right.
juices and berries. All right.
He said, you
You
got to
got
talk to me
you know
in
what I'm saying?
Vegas.
Hmm.
Listen, I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna see him in Vegas. I'll be like, hey fam, what's up? I caught up.
Right.
What's good?
Like, what you put in that? Is that castor oil?
Ain't nothing but ultra perm.
Really? No, right.
So obviously we mentioned him a couple times already. I'd be remiss if I didn't get to
Mm.
said. Obviously, we saw the news this past week. How's he been doing? Obviously, myself, TC, we were huge Hurt Business fans, and we were excited about the potential that was there, but we never really got there. Now,
Yeah.
got that letter. How's he been doing? So far since then.
It's been great. Uh, he's been having this peace about it because he's like he felt it coming. But it's just been very peaceful, very joyful, and I'm doing my part. I'm instilling wisdom into him and giving him positive reaffirmance and whatever I read in my Bible. I pass along and stuff. He's just been great. Just been relaxed. Feels like a whole entire weight's been left off his shoulders. So now he gets to. I was like, oh, if we finna see 2016 say it again. And he was just like, yeah,
Yeah.
but better. So I was like, y'all done let this man get back on the indies. He loves to work. That's all he wanted to do. He just wants to be the best professional wrestler he can be. And now he gets to go out here and do it. So he's excited. He's excited
Yeah,
just to work,
everybody
you
always say
know?
like they at peace. Like everybody is let go. Like
Right.
I've talked to, they always said is much more peaceful, which I can imagine.
Mm,
It's like always on the road and all the travel,
yeah.
just hitting the states, hitting the cities, and
Hmm.
just gotta go right back the next.
Right.
I mean,
Your
it's not as
body's
bad as it used to be.
tired. Right.
Mm-hmm.
There were some times where I didn't see him for weeks, like it could take a big toll on your body.
I can
I was
imagine.
going to ask too, what's the schedule been like now, especially with the changes with live events, things like that? Because I know they don't go on the road as much as they used to,
Mhm.
and I think he was there during that transition. So how has it been different now as opposed to before?
Before, well, now it's he'll go, Thursday, come back home Saturday, I guess, or depending, when he was on Raw, it was like leave Sunday or Monday, come back home Tuesday. So it's just those couple days now, and an occasional, hey, you want to go to NXT type of thing, and then when he changed and started going to NXT full time, it was just going over to the PC. It's such an easier schedule. It allowed him way more free time to do his hobbies because beforehand it was just all wrestling. training, working out, every day, and then going to work, repeat. So now he gets to go into jiu-jitsu and he does his Muay Thai and MMA classes and stuff. Like he has time.
Okay. That's what's up. That's good.
I
Yeah.
love to hear that.
So
Shout
yeah,
out to
I'm
time, man, because
very
time is
right.
the most important currency that we had.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shout out to
And
you. Got anything else, Rick?
we might see a reunion. You never know. I heard
We need that.
I heard business reopened somewhere. So.
Well, business is booming.
Mm-hmm.
So I look forward to whatever he does. Uh, like I told him before, I was like, I will not let pride step in the way of his greatness. Before I'm Big Swole or anything else like that, I am Mrs. Ariel Johnson. And I stand beside my man 10 toes down on whatever he decides to choose because I know that it is coming from the Most High. And you cannot argue with that. So I will be supportive and I'll be, cheering for him every step of the way, whatever he decides to do. If it's over there at AW, if it's TNA, to go diddle with Mustafa again, if it's New Japan, going to he has room to grow and grow. He may have lost his job, but he still has a career. And I'm going to support him, like I said. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Same, man. Wherever he pop up at, I'm a fan. So
yes, right. Yes.
I'm watching.
Like I still get giddy watching him wrestle. So I'm just excited to see what he does.
Hey, we know. We see
Yeah, we see them live tweets.
I get so excited, like watching him do, like it's because it's art, it's beautiful, and the love and passion that he has for wrestling. Beyond, he don't want to get famous, he just wants to wrestle, and it's a certain level of purity when it comes to him and his craft that I just respect on so many levels. Beyond being a wife, as a person, as a wrestler myself, I respect him up and down. Like he's just amazing. Where his head's at, how he always helps people, and I'm just looking forward to him having those matches. I want to see him against Kevin Knight. I want to see him against Chris Bay. I'm so glad that he can walk again.
Man,
amen.
Praise Most High for that. I want to see him against Shibata. I want to see him against who was it? Minoru Suzuki. I want to see matches. You know what I mean? I want to see the art where it like raises up the hairs in the back of your neck, and you're like, this is what wrestling is. Make him feel something. And I believe that every time Cedric gets in the ring, he makes you feel wrestling. So I look forward to that. I can talk about him all day.
Checks, man.
Right.
Checks. I see them and I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be the person taking that.
I have been the person taking that. It's not as bad as that Michinoku driver. That thing got some stank on it every time.
Oh Lord,
I didn't want to get up afterwards. I was like, I don't want to have a match with you no more. Thank you. I almost rolled out the wing. I was like,
I took a bump on accident one time. I was doing ringside photography for an event. It was two big meaty men, and they right on the turnbuckle, right? Not the turnbuckle, but the post. Oh, it was all bad.
Yeah,
came right.
You gotta be a certain level of craziness to do this. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's why I give so much respect to like the celebrities that go out there and they taking bumps. They don't need to do that. Like Bad Bunny got a whole other career, and he out here just taking bumps because he like it. Like boy, crazy.
Mm-hmm. And once you start taking,
he will say, "I wish I had taken more risks." I'm like, bro,
like, did you see what you did out there?
Oh,
boy, crazy. Sit down somewhere.
Hey, Big Swole, man, I appreciate you for coming on. Like I said, we had to do that begging. Shout out to Keith Sweat out here in the building.
Shout out to Real 90s.
Keith Sweat song?
Lord, what is that one? It's the one with that woman in it.
Make It Last Forever?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Make It Last Forever. Gotta get the auntie.
I know you was setting it
Listen,
up.
hit that Snoop. Do that. What's that one Snoop dance?
Mm-hmm.
That one.
That's the sensual seduction.
Yeah, right.
That's his go-to every time. Like
Gotta
he was on the
one
couch
shot.
and Baby Boy hitting that joint. You.
Mm-hmm. You bet on.
Hey, where can they
Oh,
find you at on the
man.
socials, Swole?
You find me on Twitter. Yes, I still call it Twitter because
Mama named him Twitter.
We still
Mama
do.
named Twitter. I'm gonna call it Twitter.
Yep.
Twitter at Swole World, Instagram the Big Swole, on TikTok Swole World, and that is Blue Sky Swole World.
And that's the Big Swole.
The Big Swole on
D.A.
Instagram. DA Swole. Let's get it
Sure.
Get it
For
right.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
We're gonna
hold
be on the
on.
lookout.
We had talked about Power Rangers. Who's your favorite? Or who's your GOAT?
Yeah.
My GOAT? White Ranger.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Of course.
Okay.
RP.
Listen. Tommy's my favorite. I had a chance to meet him one time at a GalaxyCon. And it's funny, Kimberly was there too. So I got them both to sign my Power Rangers jacket, which I keep in my closet because I don't want anything else touching it. I just move all the robes.
Mm-hmm.
So they both signed it, and it's one of my most treasured pieces because God rest his soul.
Mm-hmm.
You a Mighty Morphin or you watch any other iterations?
I was Mighty Morphin, but I did watch a little bit of Space Force. Space Force.
Was it In Space?
In Space.
Yeah.
I did watch In Space, and Nitro, and I think one other one. But I was Mighty Morphin all day. Like I could still go watch the movie and just be saying all the quotes.
Man, they were selling lean in that movie too, weren't they?
They were. I was like, I know what the ooze is.
Right.
That's that purple drink.
They were selling them same things in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, except it was like an Incredible Hulk. They can't fool me. I know a hypnotic drink when I see one.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
that is hilarious. I never thought about that. It really is.
Right.
It really. I was
they
like,
were just putting it back, like,
They was peddling.
Hey, you act the same way off both of them too. So
that's true.
Exactly.
You just mutate, just start raging out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Power Rangers though, man. Because I stopped watching that space. Like I remember I watched like Dino Thunder, stuff like that. I couldn't keep up after that. It's been like 30 Power Rangers since I was like 10. So I'm
exactly.
good.
No,
I watched Dino Thunder because Tommy came back. That was it.
Hello. I think I only have one. The Black Ranger's like the only one I haven't met yet.
He be
like
everywhere too.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, the one time I'm not at the GalaxyCon, he's there, and I'm like, all right, well, maybe next time.
I ain't meet him, man. Shout out to Walter.
Mm-hmm.
He had the
thank God he got that
back then too.
I was just about to say, thank God he got that under control because
that Joy said,
man.
You know, it be like that. Time gets us all.
Hey, appreciate you again, Swole. We're gonna get up out of here, and you gonna enjoy your Sunday. Appreciate you.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Wrestling. We out of here. Gone.
All
right, we back. Hope y'all enjoyed that conversation, man. If y'all in Vegas this April, be on the lookout for the ASÉ Wrestling in Las Vegas. I better see y'all there. I better see y'all everywhere. And some other stuff that we've been held to secrecy to. But y'all gonna find out when y'all find out. So
keep it
I hope y'all enjoyed that conversation. Thank you, Swole, for coming on board. Again. And yeah, man, that was a good comment.
That was fun, man. It was fun. God bless Auntie
too. Yes, Auntie Swole in the bill. It's crazy. I think we all the same age. Too. If I had to guess, you might be like 2-3 years older than us. I forget how old I am sometimes too.
Man, listen. Hey, I thought I was old this week for real. I mean, it kind of wasn't my fault, but like I took like 3 bumps on ice this week.
Damn.
Like, I'm thinking like bumps. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday it was because it was snowing and I couldn't see underneath the shit. I'm just walking.
All that black ice is a
I
bitch.
yeah, I work with the mail, just so y'all who don't know. So I just be walking. Like that's why I be listening, to our show, other people's shows, stuff like that. I just throw the headphones and just walk. And you see, fresh snow coming down. This whole sheet over here. You just be walking. You don't know what you're walking into. Next thing you know, I'm in that air and just going. And I got up and I was like, oh.
Man, so you was in the air.
I was waiting. But see, this is where the old shit kicking. I'm thinking like, damn, I'm about to break something. I'm about to be on the shelf. I got up. I'm like, oh, good. We cool.
Hey.
Shit. I might be ready to take that leap. You never know.
Hey. I had an old man moment this week too. Cause I did my jog like and everything. So like I don't know. Cause I was like jogging or whatever. Some months, like several months back. It was over the summer. And like I had tweaked my knee and I just felt that shit tweak. And I was like, it was cool at first. And then like later on, it, started aching. That motherfucker been aching ever since, bro. Like every time I work out, every time I jog, I feel it. And like I gotta walk up 3 flights of stairs to get into my house too. So it was all bad. So like every time I'm walking, I feel it.
Yeah.
So I went on my jog. And this is the old nigga stuff I did because I took a shower and after the shower put on some Tiger Balm on my knee. We need a Tiger Balm sponsorship on this show at this point.
Listen, I keep it in close proximity at all times, just in case I gotta use it.
I put some of that Tiger Balm on and went to bingo. That's the oldest shit I'd have never did.
Bingo. Oh man. That's crazy.
I was like, Dad, this them old niggas be smelling like Ben Gay and stuff. That's what it is, man. Because like, I smelled that Tiger Balm. I know people smell that on me.
I'm saying, bro. Like, man, I try to do it when I'm not going out nowhere because it's like I know I gotta put a lot of this shit on. If I gotta use it, it's at that point.
Hey, listen, my knee felt better though.
Right.
That's all that matters. Hey man, let's wrap this up. Talk about what we watched this past week. What you been checking out?
So they done had the Elimination Chamber marathon, I guess, running on YouTube. Whenever we get to that point in the year, that chamber 2020, the women's chamber, was worse than I remember. Like. I understand what you were what you were going for, and I support it. But the way it played out on TV was bad. Like y'all didn't understand the spacing and time between entrants coming into the joint. Like it's at least 2 minutes in between each interval. So you got her murking people left and right, but then she got to sit up there and just wait and wait and wait. It's like you got a whole crowd in front of y'all. Y'all can't have her just pacing back and forth and trying to talk to people in the chamber on and off. Like that's terrible pacing. So like the message was fine. It's the way y'all actually played it out on TV that was just bad. That was no good.
So again, it's Elimination Chamber season, but I think folks tend to forget that Elimination Chamber was not the OG February pay-per-view. No Way Out was the OG February pay-per-view. So I had to tap into some No Way Out, man. 2000. It was mid up until like the Hell in a Cell. Yeah, Mick Foley / Cactus Jack and Triple H. And Foley lost, he would have to retire. And he lost. And he did not retire.
Of course not.
He literally wrestled the next month at WrestleMania. And he continued to wrestle periodically throughout it. But nah, 01, you had the Dudleys versus the Brothers of Destruction and Edge and Christian in a tables match. Which, like, Taker said, I ain't getting put through no damn tables. The Undertaker does not get put through a table at all.
Hell no.
And then you had Triple H defeated Stone Cold in the 3 Stages of Hell match. That was gas. And then they added 3 Stages of Hell to the game after that, which was gas too. You get to choose the 3 stages. Do they still have that in the game? I ain't played 2K since it's been
I don't
2K.
think so. Because I think they only did it in the SmackDown versus Raw joints. Like once we get to like WWE 12, I didn't see it no
Shut
more.
Your Mouth too. I think that was the first one they had it in.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 3 Stages of Hell was it, bro. Like
That was one of my favorite match types. So I used to like, we doing a whole ass street fight, then we're gonna do a ladder match, and we're gonna do Hell in a Cell afterwards.
When's the last time they did that on TV? Like,
I think Triple H and Shawn.
Nah, it was Triple H, but it was Randy, I think.
Well, they did 3 Stages of Hell?
Yeah, it was either 08 or 09. Because I think it was right before Randy broke his collarbone. But him and Triple H was in that feud.
Oh,
but
shit. I forgot Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole had one.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I forgot about that. Huh.
Takeover in 2019.
Sheesh.
That's still too long. Before that, it was John Cena and Ryback. So you can imagine why we don't remember that one.
Oh, Lord.
But then, you're right. Randy and Triple H was right before that. So it's only been 5 in the history of the WWE. So y'all should bring that back. Y'all could have did that with there was a lot of blood feuds recently. Y'all could have did that with.
Y'all could have did that with Brock and Roman.
Ooh. Instead of what they did.
Hell yeah. I mean,
lifting the ring up and shit. That was fun.
Yeah. I mean, that could have been part of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, shit, man. If y'all was going to do this to us again, you might as well get all you could get out of it.
Facts. Then The Rock won the WWF title in the main event there and went on to WrestleMania. So, shout out to No Way Out. Might have to watch some more of those this past week.
Yeah.
But another thing, which I still need to catch up on NXT, on SmackDown, and Vengeance Day. Because Vengeance Day was yesterday. Let's run through these match results real quick. Stephanie Vaquer wins the Women's North American Championship, defeating Fallon Henley. That was the right choice. Fraxium retained again versus Josh Briggs, and I call him Japanese Gru. He built like Gru from Despicable Me.
That's crazy as fuck. Hey, if you don't watch nothing else on this show, that's the match to watch. This was some gas, bro. Like,
they're the best team in the world.
They are, and it's.
I see y'all niggas still talking about some Young Bucks in 2025.
Oh, they got to get the fuck out. They got to get out. These two, I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. This is the best tag team that's employed by that company right now.
They're the best tag team in wrestling.
Anybody else you want to throw at me, miss me with it. But it's like I didn't expect that out of Brooks and what's dude's name again? No, the other dude.
Josh dude. Briggs is you said Brooks, but Josh Briggs and
Briggs,
what's homeboy real name? Japanese group. But let me get his real name.
Because he said that, and I'm just like, okay, what was his name?
He got a real
Briggs
name.
People. He does. But Briggs
Yoshiki Inamura.
Yeah. So I didn't expect what I saw from them two. Like I know they both been pretty solid, but that chemistry that they had, like I'm telling you, bro, watch this match. It was fire. Like that's what had me saying, like, oh, this match, this about to be a crazy night. Like it was up there. It was up there.
And then let's get through these match results first before we.
Yeah.
Eddie Thorpe defeats Trick Williams in a strap match. Eddie Thorpe defeats Trick Williams in a strap match. Let me say that one more time. Eddie Thorpe, in the month of February, was legally within the confines of a match able to whip a black man with a strap, and he won that match.
They never
like to see us win. Never like to see us win. Never. Never.
And then Ethan Page defeats Javon Evans right after that.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
But, you know, Obafemi retained right after that versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. So I'll take it. But he got jumped by some YNs. Or as Carl Baum Jutsu called him, the YNWO.
Oh shit. Okay.
The YNs are Saquon Sugars. Shout out to him. Been waiting on him to debut for like a year. Osiris Griffin. Who's the other dude? I forgot.
That one dude looked like the cat
Lennox
from...
is one of the other dudes, but it was one other dude.
Yeah, one dude looked like the cat from OTM.
Which one?
The dude with the locks.
Cutler James. Oh, that's Saquon. Saquon, the one with the locks. Yeah.
The taller dude that's like a little more light skinned.
Oh no, the light skinned dude. That's shit. I want to say that's Osiris.
Oh, okay.
His shoot name Josh Black.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's Osiris.
Yeah, I was about to say he looked like
locks. There's a light skinned nigga with locks and dark skinned.
Because they all got masks on. I'm thinking, dude like, ain't that nigga from OTM? Like, y'all split them up in the middle of the night without telling us?
Hey, low key, OTM could join them too. OTM
they could. You might as well. Like, listen, Jada doing her own thing, so you can let her rock. Y'all can link up and whatever this is, Shield, Nexus, hybrid that y'all got going on right now.
They posted a photo of all four of them wearing black Air Forces.
Oh, shit.
You know what time it is.
Parking lot is unsafe once again.
It's never been safe. It's less safe.
It's been quiet, but now, we getting there.
Then in the main event, Julia defeats Bayley, Roxanne Perez, and Cora Jade to retain the women's championship. What are your thoughts on the show?
I mean, look, match quality wise, it was fire.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. You know what I'm saying? Main event was fun. And like even the matches in the middle, like they was quality wise, they were slapping. I just have a problem with this. What seemed to be to me was a metaphorical assault on Black people during Black History Month, and I had a problem with that. Like, yeah, listen, I was willing to stomach the fact that we saw Eddie Thorpe on my TV as much as we did the last month and some change.
3 months.
And then I was willing to stomach him whipping a Black man on TV during Black History Month because I assume, you know what? We're going to get to Vengeance Day, we're going to do the right thing. And then we did the wrong thing and coupled that right after with, again, a fire match, but Javon lost. And then the last visual we see is his mouth bloody. Like, and even with Obafemi women, right? Like, okay, yeah. He put on his IG, he's like, oh, I held it down for Black History Month, like the other two. That was crazy. Oh, but even though at the win, he get jumped by the YNs after. Like, yo, what's going on here? Like,
At
Sean, I know you got the pin.
It was niggas that did it, so I wasn't that mad. Like, if it was a bunch of white people jumping over at the end, I would have been all right. All right. There's 3 niggas in a white, so it's cool.
Yeah, like I'm just, man, I love the wrestling that I saw. The results we need to have a conversation about. That's my only concern. Other than that, show was great.
I got a hot take, man. and maybe because I don't watch it as often because like I don't get to watch it live. At the time everybody else is watching, unless I get to a computer and sail the seas.
Mm-hmm.
But NXT, hot take, has not been good like all year from what I've seen. It's been mid on average. Like it hasn't been terrible, but it's just been mid. It hasn't been like a show that I look forward to. Like, at one point last year, NXT was a show I looked forward to the most. Like Roman was off SmackDown. That shit was kind of ass after WrestleMania. So like last summer, I fucked on NXT heavy. Like
Mm-hmm.
they had started the TNA initiative. Like were doing a little bit more of that. I was rocking with it. But like, listen, put a Dynamite logo on NXT, and you probably will struggle to tell the difference at some point. Put an
That's not.
AEW logo on NXT, and more niggas will be clowning it.
That's not the first time I've heard that. But all I can say is the honeymoon period passed. Let's just keep it 100. The days of NXT being, the exciting show to watch because main roster was floundering and not giving us the type of stuff we wanted to see. It's for AEW in the same respect. Those days came and passed. Like Raw, SmackDown ultimately got their levels up. NXT is not necessarily developmental anymore. They're the third brand. That's just where the younger talent come through. It's like they all. It's not at a point where you can differentiate anymore. Like the standard was set back in 2015, 2016, in those years where you had Kevin's and Sammy's and Adrian Neville's, and that standard got set in those period of times. And then you had Finn and Shinsuke and Bobby Roode. And once you set the standard, now it's like, okay, meeting it doesn't do anything for you. They're going to give you what you've been getting, but that's not going to give us the feeling that we had a decade ago. So it's like now, and again, you look at AEW being the alternative because we voiced our displeasure, our frustrations, and what we saw. And I mean, their honeymoon was quick. Like it didn't take long, but that's from the inside. You got enough people in here that can't get on the same page, want to do their own thing, want to paint their own pictures, etc. But once you pass that honeymoon phase, like everything you see, it will take something like a big signing or a new show, a change of direction, things like that. Like when NXT shifted back, off of 2.0 and back to like black and gold, and now this phase that it's not even black and gold anymore. That shift brought a little bit of juice. Like it has some energy to it, has some feel to it. And then you brought in like Ethan Page. Now you got Ricky Starks pulling up.
Yeah.
Like Julia, Stephanie, like those were starters. So I think like we kind of are in that transition phase where we're going somewhere, but we haven't reached it yet. Like we're still kind of moving to what the next boom period is going to be, but we're like right at the thick of it. So I see that point. I would just say like it should get better. It will get better. And of course now, you got the juggernaut in the building, but as if the women's division wasn't packed enough already, now you done lit it on fire. So yeah, I think we just, by the time Mania season is past, I think we'll be in a better spot. But it's just,
yeah,
it's a move going on right now.
Yeah, I'm hoping Ricky Starks, Jordan Grace, gives that shot in the arm. Especially you got Santino and Ava working together too. So there's gonna be more of a talent exchange going on too. So we can get some guys over from that locker room coming through. It's really just the men's division that's the problem. So and that's been an issue for months. It's gotten worse in the last few months. And that may just maybe just me being cynical a little bit because I am a very, very, very biased against the inclusion of Eddie Thorpe in the main event scene. But
And the worst part about it is this is like one of the first times in a long time, anytime I can remember, where I don't know where the main event scene goes from here. Because like we already said, like Trick is just about, I don't know what else he can be doing in NXT. After that shit, I don't know if I want to see him even keep going into NXT because I don't know what they're thinking. But
no, I mean he got to
he's
get his heat
accomplished.
back. But
Well, he does, yeah. But he's accomplished everything there. I don't know how long Elba Femi's going to be in NXT because if you're just watching him from a money perspective, like it's like that's something you need to get up onto one of the main shows ASAP. So you got to have the plan in place. Like, okay, who's going to take over? And now it's like, who do you look at? And I hope it's not no goddamn Eddie Thorpe because this is going to be one of the rare occasions where I say, you know what? Maybe we should switch to Wednesdays and watch something on TV because, like, I don't see nothing in that. I don't. I never did.
Hey man, ASÉ Wrestling every Thursday.
There you go. Like,
that's what we on.
Because
Evolve coming out soon. We got that to watch too.
Yeah, because like you like the women got it down pat. They there's no shortage of wrong answers. Like you got one after another. You're set for however long you want to be set. But then you look at the man, and it's like, where you at depth wise in this plan? It's like it's not there. That's not good. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I see Eddie Thorpe walking on my TV with that championship, I'm gonna put a ban on NXT. At least the men. I'll still watch the women, but
I already don't watch NXT live, and it always takes me a few days to get around to watching it.
Me too.
So listen, I usually don't watch NXT till like Thursday or Friday when I'm at work. That's
right.
I just lock in, do my thing, have it on. I probably won't even do all that. It might be strictly YouTube. Or what happened?
This is one of the periods where it's time to like really utilize that TNA partnership and get some names in the mix because otherwise I'll
like even take 1051 on NXT.
Yeah, look, I'm cool if you say, hey,
versus Oba, come on now,
right? Like 2 Nick Zillas in there just doing that. Listen, how can you go wrong?
Hey,
bumming meat.
Exactly.
Need that. Hey man, let's plug our socials and get up out of here. It's been a long one. Shout out to Swole again. That's fine.
Yeah, I ain't mad. Y'all gonna tune in to watch because we getting some names around here. But y'all can find me at Recap24 on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can go check out the Havoc Hour. I talk sports, entertainment on all streaming platforms. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts. The video version's up on YouTube. New episode out now. Check that out.
Yes, sir. I'm the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Follow me if you feel so inclined to on the pages I don't post on. I don't even look at my Instagram no more, but I still plug it. I don't even look at I'm not even on Facebook. I used to be a Facebook fanatic.
Same. Like
I don't even think about it.
It's
log on Facebook like I'll log on maybe every like 5 months and I just look.
Yeah, that's it.
Shit from 4 days ago. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. What you mean 4 days ago?
Like
what's happening now?
My shit got hacked like 2-3 months ago. And I just remade one. And I started to think, like, I don't even know what I'm doing this for because I really don't use this shit. I could have just said, yo, to hell with it. I ain't got nothing going on here.
Hey, man, I got a bunch of pictures and shit. That's really the reason it's up. And because, like, it's a few wrestlers from back when I was a super mark that I added on Facebook to their personal pages and they accepted it. So, like, I think, like, they all still there. Shout out to TJ Wilson. That's one of the main ones.
Yeah,
Elijah Burke, another one. Shout out to the Pope.
Oh,
That's it.
hey, Pope. I hit you up. He had an IG live going on, and I jumped in there. I was like, "Hey, trying to pull back up to the Palace, YK Wrestling." He said we could definitely do that. So I sent you a DM. I'm waiting till you hit me back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm gonna get at him
we
too.
you know what I'm saying? Like, we family over here. You ain't a guest no more, so you can pull up.
Facts. You can kick your feet on the couch all you want.
Hell yeah.
We got plenty of couches. You see this dining room table behind me and this couch. See this coat.
Come on now.
Look at that. You see that velvet on the back wall?
See the decor.
What is that, velvet?
Hell yeah.
You see all these chandeliers, all this glass, all this. We don't got no brothers on the wall. We need some brothers on the wall.
Yeah. Those old owners, you know what I'm saying?
Get Allen Iverson right here.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get a Tupac right there.
Right. That made me think Head of State.
Yeah. that's what I was going at. That's what I was going for.
Fact. Yeah, we gotta do that around here. But
hey Sal, man, why ain't no brothers on the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, no, listen, follow Young Kings Wrestling everywhere at YK Wrestling, just to let you guys know. That's where we at. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Hey, I guess Facebook. Nobody posting.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the last thing that Young Kings Wrestling posted on Facebook is.
Shit.
How long ago? We'll find
it. This had to be a long ass time.
Yeah. Hey, man, appreciate y'all again. We out of here. Gone.